Hello and welcome. My name is Deborah Simmons. The title of today's video is Stay Out of Your Story. As human beings, our experience that we have moment to moment is created by the thinking that we have, this spiritual gift that we have to be able to think. And the thinking that we have creates the reality that we live in moment to moment. And we all run stories. We narrate what's going on around us. If you notice, you have a voice in your head that has an opinion about everything. I guess it's having an opinion about what I'm talking about. It might be having an opinion about these beautiful paintings on the wall. It might be having an opinion about anything that's going on. But we have a narrative running in our head, and those thoughts come from this spiritual gift that we have to think. And we all have our personal thinking, our opinions, what is personally going on for us. And for most of us, that doesn't look as if it's made up. That looks as if that chatter that's going on is telling us a truth. It's telling us about what is going on with the people around us, what is going on with our life. And very often when we find ourselves stuck in a nightmare, it's because that story that we're telling, that voice in our head that is talking about something, has an opinion which really goes against the deeper truth of who we are. So when we get in those places and we find ourselves uncomfortable, when we find ourselves not feeling great, that's our inner sat-nav guiding us back to look at something deeper, to look at something that we know is true about who we are. So for me, it is very much about when I feel uncomfortable, when I feel when I'm not in a great feeling, that is this amazing guidance system that I have that is saying to me, get out of the details of your story. Stay out of that story that your mind is telling you that appears to be true, and come back to, get broader, open up a little bit. What do you know to be true about yourself? And when I move out of that, when I stop getting into those details, when I move out a little bit, what I see is that I know that my mind does this. I know that my mind has a narration about absolutely everything, and it's made up, it's not true. I know that. I also know that I am a spiritual being on a human journey, and a spiritual being is the allness of everything. A spiritual being has no limitations. A spiritual being is infinite. So when I come back to knowing that is true about who I am, that feels a little bit more comfortable. It gives me a nicer feeling. So getting out of the details that are drawing me in, that are making me feel really uncomfortable, and going a little bit wider to something that is a little bit more general, that makes sense to me, always helps me to feel better. When I'm when I'm in a place of feeling anxious, if I'm feeling, that I can't do something or I'm not good enough, any of those things, if I go to something more general that I know about me, when I go to that deeper truth, and whatever deeper truths make sense to you, if you go there and get out of that story that is keeping you trapped, that is keeping that nightmare running, then somehow that opens a crack of light and our thinking changes and we see something different. So for me, it's absolutely, I just love that when I get out of the details of my story, there is something much lighter and easier for me to see. So I would love to know what you heard in that. I would love to know if that's helpful. I'd love to know what you see about the deeper truth of who you are. Feel free to put comments on this video, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I will see you again soon when I make a next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a great day.